Hi, I'm Mike Harley. I'm 33 years old and I live in Bristol. Welcome to my kitchen. I thought I'd do a quick video just to summarise my challenge so far and answer a few questions that I've had in from Twitter and Facebook. I'm currently in the process of running a marathon in every country in the EU. There's currently 28 of them for the charity Invest in ME. I'm doing this challenge to help people like my friend Ian, who's had ME for over 9 years now. I didn't know a lot about ME when he first got diagnosed with the condition. I've learned a lot since then, and we've met a lot of people who suffer with the illness. There's over 250,000 people in the UK suffering with ME at the moment, including 25,000 children. There's no known successful treatment or cure for the illness, and it just seems like a condition which has been completely ignored by government for over 30 years. So I felt that this was the best way that I could raise some funds and awareness across Europe and try and help bring the issue really to the front of government attention. So I came up with the idea of this challenge having run a half marathon a couple of years back. I wanted to do something which would keep me fit in my 30s, also enable me to carry on travelling around Europe and obviously try and reach as many people as possible about ME. The beauty of the challenge is that we get to visit 28 countries across Europe, hopefully bring together charities, researchers and patients, basically try and reach as many people as possible so that they can all lobby their governments to fund biomedical research. I've met a lot of people with ME so far on this challenge and other challenges which I've done. It's a really awful illness. It can affect anyone, anyone from mildly through to severely bedbound, housebound. It takes people's lives, it steals people's lives. I just wish that more people were doing something to help find a cure. So currently in the UK, people with ME are treated with CBT and graded exercise therapy. These aren't very successful treatments. In fact, in a lot of cases, they make people worse. This is as a result of a trial which is now about 5 years old, which was publicly funded by taxpayers. A lot of the results were manipulated for a higher agenda. Also, it has been proved to be scientifically flawed by hundreds of scientists the world over. So the hope is that this will get thrown out and hopefully biomedical research will happen. So I'm running for a charity called Invest in ME, which are a biomedical research charity for ME patients. They're currently really the only charity that funds biomedical research projects. They're entirely voluntary led. All your donations and sponsorship goes directly to research and not salaries. And they're a fantastic organisation, really well supported. They're researching treatments all the time. They're hoping to build an ME Centre of Excellence where people can get treatment and research can take place. And they also hold annual conferences where they bring about everyone from around the world, top researchers in their field in ME, and help to share ideas and knowledge. So far on the challenge I've managed to run in London, which covers off the UK, also Prague in the Czech Republic, Helsinki in Finland and Dublin in Ireland. So this year I'm running 4 races. My first of the year is going to be in Thessaloniki for the Alexander the Great Marathon in Greece. That takes place next Sunday. Then I've got 2 months before Stockholm in Sweden, another 2 months before Gdansk in Poland, and then another 2 months I've got Toulouse in France. The aim of the challenge is to try and help Invest in ME to raise as much money as possible for biomedical research. Also from travelling around Europe, I'd be hoping to introduce Invest in ME to patients that I meet, any charities, any researchers, doctors, in the hope that they can share resources and pull together all of their knowledge about ME and get some really good biomedical research on the way. The support's been really great so far. Out in Prague, I had lots of people cheering me on along the race course. I met people at the ME Association over there, and had a feature on the Prague Marathon website as well. In Finland, met more people with ME and also from the charity group over there. And again, Dublin, fantastic support, met the Irish ME Trust, and hope to have some features going in the local press soon. Well, I can run. Can't run very fast, but if you sort of give me a distance, I'll do my best to run it at a fairly even pace. I'm not as good a runner as a lot of people out there. It's not something I find easy. I'm not on a strict diet. I don't go to the gym, but I do enjoy running as much as anyone else. Well, I'd like to get the challenge done as quickly as possible, but realistically I think it's going to take about 6 years to get the rest of the races done. I would love to do them a little bit quicker, but there's quite a few factors involved. Firstly, the cost of actually getting there, race entry, all the rest of it. Plus, some of the nations that I'm visiting only have one recognised marathon which falls at certain times of the year. So actually, logistically timetabling them all is pretty difficult. But obviously, if I was to get any corporate sponsorship, I'd be keen to get them done as quickly as possible. So I'm not sure I've got a least favourite one that I'm looking forward to. I know that I don't like running in heat, so anything that takes place over the summer is always going to be tricky for me. Nothing major just yet. I have got a partially torn ACL in my knee, which makes it a little bit tricky to run more than 3 or 4 times a week. And I do have to manage that quite carefully. Other than that, just a few problems with my calves. One really annoying injury from tying my shoelaces too tight, so watch out for that one. But so far, nothing really of any note. Just that anyone can do it. If you've got a good enough reason to want to do it, get yourself some good shoes, dedicate the time to actually go out and run. Anyone can run it. So one of the best things about long distance running is you do get loads of time to listen to new music, but I tend to run better listening to indie rock and rock classics. So at the moment I'm going through a David Bowie phase, but I pretty much run to anything with loud guitars. That's a pretty awesome question. I'd probably say someone like Darren Fletcher, who started with a lot of promise, was a bit rubbish for a long period, and then has somehow got good again. That's probably the way my running career's gone so far. No. There's probably 3 that spring to mind. Firstly, Eddie Izzard, obviously, for all the marathons he's done recently. Ben Smith, also from Bristol, who's currently doing 401 marathons in 401 days, which is crazy. And Mark Vaz as well, who's a massive inspiration, who keeps on doing doubles and triple marathons every day. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Yeah, it'd be a hell of a lot easier than trying to stay fit for 6 years. Really like the idea of having a massive party, some sort of charity gig would be really good as well. I'm basically having to sell all of my stuff and living on a diet of Asda price peas. Thanks very much everyone for watching, and thanks for your continued support through my training and the races. If you do want to share this video to anyone who you think might be interested in helping Invest in ME, it'd be massively appreciated.